Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. So today we would be continuing with another. Let me check. Uh, hello, 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 hello everybody. Yeah. So today we would be continuing our journey in CSS, and we'll try some new challenges. And let me see if the stream is up and running. Uh, okay, so let me check. At times. Mm-hmm. Where is my? Yeah, so our stream is up and running. Uh, yeah, so this is the CSS challenge that we'll be trying today. So basically, we need to write CSS and HTML and JS, right? So let's see how we'll be designing. So what we can do is this is going to be our um, main component and main tag. So like first, let's have the HTML in place, and then we'll see the styling is not the difficult thing, right? Styling, I mean, getting the semantics right is what we are looking right now. So yeah, and then inside this we'll have a container. So this is will be my inside container. So I can center this with it, but then do I need to center it? Okay, I need to center a line along this maybe. Okay, let's. Yeah, we need to be centered along. I need only this side centering maybe. Oh, this is so we need this side centering, and then okay, and then here you can have one container in here as well. This is basically like my notification bar or something. These are my SVGs, right? So in one, okay, and then I can have one SVG container one over here, and then I can do this. This can be done like justify space between or something. I guess space between should place it perfectly. Then this is the second container that I have. Again, I can have this. So you can break down into more containers, right? So you can have one here, this being one, and then this whole thing being one. Now inside this as well, I can have one over here and one at the bottom. So basically, a lot of containers, one inside each. That is how I guess it's going to look. I guess. Yeah, and this is that button, right? So okay, yeah, let's have our let's open VS Code, and we can So let's shift this thing here so that we can change. Let's come here. Let's have BS open. Let's do BS. Let's click on. Let's go to yes. Let's say yes. So yeah, this is my previous challenge. What I can do is I can, let's say, let's go to back. Now let's go to, didn't I create any? Okay, let's add this thing in all. Let's push both of them. Let's drop it there. Okay, let's close this. Now let's do, okay, let's go to, let's create a folder, right? So we need to, I forgot how to create. Oh no, we need at the root level. So let's do, this has to come below. Now let's navigate to this. Let's do, let's not touch. Let's have the index.html created. Let's have styles.css created. Okay, so now I have my, okay, if I go in here, I have both of my files. Let's see, let's go to, let's have the root thing over here. Oh no, yeah, okay, and then let's link, so going to the link, let's have my CSS coming in here. Let's get rid of these two files, have this thing open, and okay, let's see, let's have our main tag here. First let's write the outer thing, and then inside that I'm going to do this container, right? So then let's have the container here. Then inside that I need to have my notification alert, right? So then tail dot, this is notification. Basically these are alerts, right? And then, so this is okay, so when I'm saying about notification, this is my notification bar. Just come here. Now let's have the second thing, right? So why am I need to come here. Let's have. So first is my alerts. Then second is basically my. Then I'm going to have my profile info, right? Okay, so let's. This is one thing. Then let's say d dot pro. Now in this as well, if you come in, we're going to have two things, right? One is we are going to have a profile picture right there. So let's say. Uh, I guess I had the link or something. Did I have the link? Oh yeah, the link is. Uh, yeah, so this is my link, right? So I already have that open. Let's say href. Okay, do I want to have it locally? Yeah, let's have this URL being open, right? And then alternate is basically what if the image does not load, so you can say this is. Would that be like profile picture or something? Profile underscore, let's say. Picture. So if that image is not going to load, then I'm going to have that profile picture. And then I have description, right? The description and these are going to be two. So in one, yeah, I need to have one more thing right down. Basically, this is data description. Then you add in that is like a bigger text. You say in even in the description we have two things, right? One is name, so I'm saying just be name, and then I have some text over here. Um, this is hand painted, unique ideas, unique decoration. Uh, for your then we need to send us your ideas. Send us your ideas, and then we'll bring them to end. We'll so this is basically the two things, and then now you are going to have one more thing, right? So this is profile info. And then let's add that social data. So you comment down and say div dot social data, and then you say div, and then you have that likes, post, and engagements, right? So in likes you have two things. One is okay. Ideally that likes should change, but then so this is say 12395, and then you have one more div. So in that div you are going to have post engagement. So post engagements, and then you have another p. In that you can add number is 034. Okay, now let's get another beta. Now once that is done, now you have mm, once you have a div, and then you can do, and then you can add in some. Okay, and then you say this is again a text, right? For example, say more about your mission and goals on your page. So I say your mission and goals on your page, missions and goals, and then it may help people. Okay, help to find it more easy. Okay, and then basically we need to have that button, right? So yeah, let's get rid of this. It's going to be my, and then I'm going to say update. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the update profile is there. Container has come, likes has come, engagements. Okay, everything has come. Instead of name, I can assign something. Say, yeah, let's name, so we can say this as something like model, something like that. And basically, we have our HTML ready right now. Let's go to styles. In our styles, first let's basically try to neutralize everything. So this is after. Basically, what I'm doing, this is my universal selector, so I'm trying to remove any, or by default does not take box sizing to be okay. Let's say this is, so let's make this, so by defining what we are doing is in the width we are not including the padding and margin. Okay, makes sense, right? The width will only be, there is one is content box and border box, I guess. what happened to that? So basically, this is I'm getting rid of border. Border box is like the way the width is going to be calculated is different. The border box is basically the width and height will only apply to the content, right? So that is how we don't want to include the padding in it. So we have got that thing written over here. Now let's go with the coloring. So for the colors, where is uh this is not, it's there, right? It's better to check on the stream, I would say. Twitch, where did Twitch go now? Okay, let's go back. Twitch was open, I did log in. Oh, so yeah, so this is basically to get rid of the default setting, that is content box. Let's say this thing. Oh no. Now let's go in for colors. You can use color picker as a good option, but what we would be doing instead of that is, okay, let me get the colors. Yeah, so this all content is up and ready, right? uh, yeah, let me get the colors so that uh, okay, let's apply it to the rule. Here will be having this as primary, and yeah, secondary, uh, second SECO, tertiary, then yeah, quaternary, and then when will be my, this is primary font, and then this is again, okay. So basically we have everything ready. Let's go and apply it to the body. Oh no, let's first, is that the main which is, yeah, anyways I need to apply. Okay, so let's come back here, and then uh let's, yeah, we need this thing to come down, right? So what we are going to do is, this whole thing has to, this is going to be my body, and then this is going to be my inner box, right? We need, so we need to place or center this along, only one center along. So this is x, right? So we center it along x axis, right? So let's go to our body. Okay, so okay, perfect. Let's go, and Let's say this is display flex or so when we do this we are basically centering things, right? Okay, and then next thing that we are going to do is uh, yeah, we are going to center it. So now we need to center it. Okay, let's have the live server open here so that we know how and what things are changing. Okay, this is only flex. Now you can give the container, basically the elements inside are going to be centered, right? So let's say what if I do justify content and then we need to do center. So does it, oh yeah, the elements have come along the center, so one thing is done. Now now what we need to do is basically uh now we need to apply a color, right? The margin is 0 itself, there is no issue with that. Oh, because we haven't okay, here one more thing that you can apply is whenever you do this, just say margin 0, so that you know there is no extra margin or padding that is coming in. It's a good way of resetting things. So the padding and margin has gone, it has come to the top, and then so the font family here is something that is going to be no, I think so I have to make a import over here, let's say. And then let's have the font primary, right? That is what has the font changed. Yeah, it has changed to something perfect. And then why aren't we coloring the back? We need to color the background, right? So what are we going to do is the the body has to be colored, or is it white itself? Or the body is, oh no, the body is, the background is white itself. So okay, inside that we need to have that rectangle that is coming up, right? Okay, let's go to now the second thing that I have is basically this container, right? So let's go to my content, and let uh yeah, let's go to my container. So let's say oh, this is class, right? Because right now there is no only body is added. So if I do a class level, even if I do a tag doesn't make sense here. It's better to go with yeah, container. And then now we need to change the size of the container, right? Oh, so the container is basically inside, right? So let's give that it's inside the main. The main is centered, container is inside the main. Okay, let's give this a width of say, and then let's okay, if you see here, where is there is, if you zoom in on the container, yeah, these are rounded, right? From bottom, these are going to be rounded. Do I have a curvature that is clearly visible? Yeah, there is this little curvature which I can see here, and then there is, so like on top left and right we need to get that curvature into action, right? Okay, so let's come back and let's get the, yeah, but is it on all sides? In this I cannot, I don't think so it is on all sides. Yeah, it is on, oh, the outside container is outside, yeah, this one. So it's basically having curvature on all sides. That, oh no, yeah, this is a curvature, right? Okay, let's give it a body radius and some color. So bottom radius, and then this is going to be, and then let's add in a color, right? So I'm going to do background color. So we're going to do background color, and then, so which color am I going to add? Let's go here. I guess it's primary or something. Let's get this primary. This is my primary color. But then this is not. Isn't this too dark? There has to be no, this is too dark. We need a different color for this. Yeah, let's, for the timing, let's assume, so the curvature has come. Let's get this thing here. So you have the bends from all sides. Uh, yeah, this has to be. I had a little shadow, right? So let's go here. Let's add a little bit of shadow. So you know, a box. Now box shadow, and then basically how much from how much, right? So you need to do 0. So if you see in the image, go back. I have a shadow on the side. Wait, let me go here. So there is a shadow on this end. I have a shadow which is on this end. I have a shadow on this end. And then, okay. Okay, the first 0 will be for top and bottom, and then left and right, right? So this is 0 for top and bottom. Now, also this is the X and Y thing, right? So if I have my axis coming in here, if you divide this as two axes, so there is no shadow, it's only on the It's on the sides, right? So I guess this will be, if this is my image, then I have on the sides. There's a shorthand. The shorthand is what we'll use. It's offset x, offset y. No, I need to have a shadow that is coming in, right? Let's, it's not visible clearly over here. Let's go back and see where is the shadow. You see. Then the bottom there is let's add it on the bottom, and then there's no horizontal shadow, and then yeah. So I can clear. Did anything change? Give it a shadow. Like it's not that visible, but it's okay. Now, let's go with the. Oh, we need to add the SVGs in the notification bar, right? So when you have the notification bar, so this is my SV. I guess. So let's go back and let's let something come. Oh, I have these two SVGs which has come, right? Now I need to first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have them being uh now I'm going to have them being set to flex, right? So you come to my index HTML. I have this this side to a C, I come in here and I do a paste and I do display and I do the moment I do what happened to them. Okay, let's I have the SVGs. Why they're getting this? I guess they're getting shrunk so that on Inma they can occupy only that much place another content needs. And what we need to do here is the SVGs have to be on one side, and then I should have that plus icon on the other, right? So let's go back. Let's see. I see what's happening. Is this not? Okay, this is. So in one div, I'm going to have two SVGs, right? Let's have this thing a little bit down so that okay, and then we have one more SVG here, and then let's say let's paste this thing properly. So basically, in my container, I have two things, right? But then they have disappeared. Let's go to inspect. Let's see what happened to them. Okay, let's. This is my main. This is my container. This is my. And then it's like it's 0 cross 0. What's happening there? Uh, let's give the SVG a height and so let's say this is for my. Oh yeah, I've given them a height now. And let's go back. Let's go back and then let's say justify content space. So then oh yeah, but then okay. Let's come here. Where is the plus thing? I can't see the plus emoji. Let's go to yeah, I need this thing right. And let's go to layer. Oh, this is this is that notification alert, right? And then what is this? Okay, let's go back. Let's say hide preview. Let's go back to the there has to be a plus thing as well, right? We only have We didn't add, did we? Okay, I got what has happened here. So this one's for the bell, or this one's for the bell, this one's for the mail thing, and now we need to add in a notification bar, right? So let's have this thing one. Then so this has to be one alert. Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah, I'll have to put this inside something called as a notification bar. Let's have that tag in here. Let's get the this container, right? So this is my alert notification, and then it's going to be placed inside this, and then I have one more container which is my plus, which is going to come in. So I have plus, and then inside I have an alerts, right? So this is my notification bar. Oh, I need to add it to the notification bar. So even that is, so now, oh, this is now getting flexed down. Uh, this is my notification bar. In that I have a notification. This is bar, and then I have a plus, right? So why is it flexing towards? I have to. Okay, let's flex. So it's coming column. Ideally, it should come row wise. It's coming column. There's some property which is getting applied. Let me see. Uh, this in my is this this has to be exactly be same thing. So if I come here, okay. Is flex? Yeah, this is getting flexed. No, right. It's so on this I have applied flex, right? And then let's align it. Then that is not having any. This is space between, right? So inside there is. So there is this div that has the SVG. This has the SVG. Oh, is it? Oh, I see. Then notification bar alerts has to be made. Uh, you need to go here, and then notification bar alerts, which is the inside one. So inside this is getting placed blocked level. Yeah, so we need to make this as flex as well. The moment I make this as flex, so you kind of do this as display. Oh, now I guess, yeah. So now what has happened is they have become flex, right? So okay, okay. Uh, yeah, so let's give this thing the background color because I already started in grad. So let's have a background color of white, and then so it has to be the edges are curved. So let's give it a border radius, say of, and then so inside the let's have it equally spaced. So we do space between, and then so both of them have there should be some sort of little gap inside. So in both of the I'm going to have a gap up say 1.5 m, and in that box let that be centered. So let's do align items center, and then let's give it a box shadow. Let's apply a box shadow on that. So yeah, these are it has come a little bit spaced, but it's too close to the end. That is on the container, right? We'll see that has to be something on the container that we need to work on. Uh, let's give the container as a width, right? But then, mm, yeah, let's give it a padding, padding, and then so let's add this thing. There is this little thing which has come, right? Padding from the ends, and even inside the bar alert, I need to give it some sort of padding or something. Oh, so now there is something called as, okay, I get what I'm going to do is, so let's go this element and let's select this. So when you select, let's compute it. Yeah, let's say we add a padding of say 10. This is inside the content, right? So we need actually something from the right hand side. So let's say let's get 10 here. So and then from here as well, let's have an equal amount of padding being placed, and even from the bottom and top as well. There is also this is something, instead of writing it that way, now there is, oh, let's say something. There are two ways in which you can give padding, right? So you can say this is, so padding can be two ways. One is you can uh one you can do an inline. The other way you can do is basically uh block, right? So basically what you can do is you can divide the text into two directions. So this is, because yeah, this is not a good way of mentioning. Left to right or right to left is not a good way, because depending upon how the languages are written, the left right thing is going to vary. Because so inline is basically along the text flow. So text can be left to right or it can be right to left, right? But this is more like more easy, more easy to understand, right? So what we, and then this is along the vertical, you have basically top to bottom, and yeah, top and bottom. This is left to right, or okay. So that is a good way of mentioning padding instead of doing left right. Because what if you change the language? So let's add in, there's not, these are not related to inline elements or something. So in my notification bar alert, so here we need to add some inside padding. So when I add this, so now you see there is some sort of padding that is coming. We'll have to do this right to the plus bar as well. So let's go and work on the plus. So if you come here and you're going to, let's work on this thing. So let's say we come down. So and then we kind of give it a background or something. If we give it a background color and then we say that the background be white, then we add a padding. So now this is, in this there is no text, right? So your left and right will make sense. So just give it a padding. So and then is the edges curved? Okay, yeah, it's circular, right? So we'll have to have some border radius coming in. So let's say let's do, let's give it a border radius. It's become fully circle now. And is it inside a, yeah, let's, is this inside some circle or something? Let's come back here and then, so this is how it's placed, right? Let's give it a shadow. So let's add in a shadow to the box. Okay, now this plus has to be neatly centered inside. So what we can do is I can make this thing to be flex, and then I can center the SVG properly inside it. Is that what it's trying to do? Zero display flex, and then when I do that, just do we need to center it, so let's try it, and it's is it censored inside this? Okay, so let's, so this arrow or this SVG is going to be centered inside this, I guess. Yeah, it's perfectly centered. And then are these two things centered? The, oh yeah, this is already centered, I guess, with line. Okay, let me check. So there's a way to check, right? Okay, let's come back to the, no, it's applied here. Yeah, this is somewhat centered. Okay. Now, so this has to be a margin bottom coming in. So on the, this is my, yeah, this is which container? Yeah, in my alert, I need to give it a margin as well. Alert. If you come inside alert, there has to be padding is okay. But this thing has to shift down, I feel. Also, when you hover over this, oh, I need to apply that SV color. Now this is this is not how it's going to look, right? So I need to apply some color. So I need to do a fill maybe. Yeah, let's have the, did I fill it with some color? Oh, there is no this, right? So in my, I don't have that. So I need to get rid of. Yeah, so I have got the colors right now. And what else? So I can work on this profile section because we need, okay, and now next thing that we need to, okay, we need this thing. I guess this is also divided into two parts. So if you open this here, you have an image and you have a description, right? So let's make that a flex. So let's come, yeah, is it, what have I mentioned in the, is it, yeah, it's profile info, right? So let's come and say this profile, and then let's say this is, let's flex it. Yeah, let's make sure that we are doing, there is enough space in between the two, and then I can have, okay, let's yeah, we'll work on that later thing. We can align this along. So let's say, let's center it so that, and let's say there is a little bit space between them. Yeah, this is some space that has come, and now we need to, oh, this block has to go down, right? So let's apply a margin. So remember, this is all image, right? So your inline block won't make any sense. Yes, let's come down. Let's change the size of this profile picture, I guess. Let's come back. Let's come back. Where are we? This is profile info. Okay, yeah, this is profile picture. So let's have a attribute profile. Let's say profile picture, and then let's have some width and height. So let's give it a width, say, and let's give it a height. So root is 12 pixels, and then we need this thing to be circled or something. Yeah, so let's circle it. So uh, let's have a border. Now this is, so when I do 50%, so this is going to be uh circle, right? But then, so when I have a okay, so what have I done is, this is the containing block, right? So what I have done is, with respect to the containing block, I have given it a 50% curvature on all sides. So hence I have used 50%. Now this is okay. I'm saying this is with respect to the containing block. Now we have got that much things in place now. Now this is description, right? So I have to flex and line. Okay. What's the main background? Okay, let's come here. Let's get the main background. Wait. Okay, let's go back. Mm, Oh, we need the container, right? So is so let's close this thing. Let's open the body and let's, yeah, this is, yeah, there has to be a shade of white itself, but let's go to color picker. There has to be a grayish sort of tinge. Let's see if this is, yeah, let's apply this thing. This looks good. Style and my container is my, mm, yeah, this, let's get rid of this and apply, let's apply this. This looks a little bit more neater, or you can make a little bit opaque. Okay, let's go. Uh, little bit towards darkish. I would say lightish. It is also the hexes and yeah, so yeah, this is too dark. I need a little light. Let's go a little bit up. Uh, it's, this is something much better. It's not that dark. It's still dark. This this is this is far better. Shouldn't be that dark. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Okay. Um. Yeah, this has been long, right? So I guess yeah, this is all. We'll continue with the styling in the next one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till that time, take care. Bye bye. Please subscribe to my channel for such videos. Thanks. Bye.